Welcome, Aquarius. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, and I'm getting ready to do a reading for you following a meditation that I have had on Uranus moving into Gemini, conjuncting Venus, also in Gemini. This is part of a larger constellation, but in and of itself, this is giving me a real clear message about the emergence and rising of the divine feminine in the world within each of us. So, of course, we all have all energies within us. We have all planets in the sky, asteroids, moons within our charts. So this is not exclusive to those who show as feminine or female, but is relevant to everyone. This rise of this ability to not only uh, allow our feelings and emotions to emerge, our intuition, our attention, the way we show care and concern for ourselves within the context of the world and others, is a quality that we are learning to integrate into every aspect of our lives. We're no longer being asked or told that we must make sacrifices for the things that we love, and rather it is feels as though it is about the exchange of energy. So this is very much about the idea of stepping back and detaching oneself from one's feelings to understand the possibilities that are existing at this time. And with the sign of Gemini being emphasized and trining this beautiful Pluto in Aquarius, we are understanding that our world has accelerated so quickly that possibilities exist for expression, for integration into our lives in ways that they haven't before. In fact, in ways that are necessary, that are needed in order to heal ourselves and heal the planet. Your overall energy, Aquarius, is the Star card, and this is about your vision of humankind, your vision for humankind in the broader sense. The Star card does not talk about a specific dream or mission or desire, but rather a North Star, something that pulls us forward as we overcome challenges and we move ourselves toward what we believe to be a better world. At the bottom of the deck is the Two of Pentacles. And this is really about that Uranus and Gemini energy. So here we have the twins. We have ourselves learning to integrate talents, gifts, feelings about those talents, those gifts, our experience, our need for care and concern, not just towards others, but towards ourselves, and how that is being integrated into the possibilities that exist for the future. I do feel like there are a lot of things that are challenging to you right now, decisions that need to be made, reprioritizing or reshifting around resources that have been here all along, and you're understanding now those resources more holistically, as in the experiences from our difficulties, the lessons learned, how we have changed as a result of things we have witnessed, experienced, and for many of us, overcome. And there was my rose quartz falling down. So I'm going to get started with a crystal oracle, and out flies the Hiddenite. And the key word is gratitude. I'm grateful, and this loving energy fills every single cell of my body. I like this because there is an element of Gemini being an expression of ruled by Mercury. This is the way in which everything about our world is this exchange of energies, and it penetrates at every level into our DNA, which is about our ancestry, our place in a lineage, a historical time frame, as well as every other living species on the planet. So I like this very much. Gratitude. This is a general reading, Aquarius. It is not going to be resonant for all of you. If you find that it does resonate for you, please like this video, share this with others. If you think that they would be enjoyed or entertained or informed by this video, please do. Comments are welcome, and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. It does mean a lot to me, and I value your time here immensely. If you're interested in a personal reading, information for that is in the description box below. So, in your 10th house, this is the house of your social identity, the way others see you. The Knight of Swords, you are infinitely curious, and this is entirely appropriate to your sign. You are comfortable in the realm of thoughts, new ideas, you pursue them, you engage in them, you want to know, you want to continue to explore. There's nothing about the vision you have that is not subject to your intense scrutiny. So I get the sense here that you're learning everything that you can learn about this possibility, this thread of the upliftment of humankind, and truly about cleansing, saving our planet. In the first house, the Temperance card. Interestingly, this idea about the micro to the macro is something that you've experienced and are understanding at a cellular level. This is about you taking every opportunity throughout your life to distill each experience, no matter how harsh, how disappointing, how oppressive, into something that improves you, that helps you understand and become more aware of the opportunities that exist in even the harshest condition. So this is about your ongoing healing at a personal level that you naturally are extending. It's almost like this is your lens for looking at the entire world, and which is why the idea of the microcosm to the macrocosm is really internalized within you. You get that you are just a tiny reflection of everything else, a spark, a bit. In the fourth house, the house of your foundation, your home, your soul even, the Tower card is about, in many ways, you're creating the necessary opportunities to move in the direction that you have been prompted by your intuition to move. So I feel as though you are allowing your natural passion to move obstacles out of the way. You see every unpredictable or unexpected event as an opportunity to get your toe into the doorway. Things that appear to be a collapse or destruction, you see that as an open door. So it is really about this understanding that the foundations that have, or the structures that we have been used to relying on for various aspects of our social experience are no longer reliable. This is a real no kings vibe to the Tower card today. I am feeling that. And so you understand that you are part of a regeneration of healthy social structures that can support everyone, that we have enough for everyone, and those systems that clog that experience up for the world are those institutions and organizations that are dying, that are malfunctioning as we speak. In the 7th house, this is a house of significant others, and here we have the Judgment. So this is really quite a star-studded event here as your structure of the horoscope wheel. The Judgment card is about, in fact, you answering the call. And there's something here as well about the return or the recognition of not just your soul's purpose, but a soul bond. I feel as though you have dissolved something found fundamental to your domestic experience. Perhaps something in your childhood or family of origin has been destroyed or collapsed, and you recognize the opportunity to reconnect at a higher level with a soul bond that has always been there, recognizing their purpose or their value in moving together, working together on something that is meaningful to the world, something you're completely aligned with, and something that is inspiring the both of you to work together to support one another in order to support this greater goal. So just as the Judgment card looks very much like the Lover's card at this moment to me, of the triangular sense, the connection between the two here, they're mirroring one another, and this adoration of the angel, who is, this could be Gabriel, simply because there's a horn. This sense of higher purpose that you are both in awareness to, that you actually chose this purpose in coming into this lifetime together. And the Temperance card in the 1st house, we're going to start from the beginning here, is clarified by the 5 of Wands in the 2nd house and the King of Cups in the 3rd house. You're definitely working with a team. There may be a lot of tussling and moving parts. Moving chairs is the feeling I get, almost like musical chairs, as a result of this unpredictable change that I feel you have manifested. You asked for this change. This may be a conscious break whose consequences you were not entirely aware of. For instance, leaving a job or moving to a new location or separating in a partnership or joining together in a partnership has you're experiencing some of the fallout, positive and negative, of that in the way in which your affairs must be organized and ordered, sorted, in order to accommodate what you know to be the benefits of this change. You're actually engineering and strategizing this change, whether you are aware that you've orchestrated it or not. You see the benefits and you feel it at a very intuitive, emotional place in your being. This is almost about the strength of being vulnerable, the lessons you've learned, perhaps the experience of being on the outside has actually assisted you in recognizing how you are uniquely qualified to move forward in this particular way. This doesn't feel like a specific project. This feels like an overall trajectory, and a project may be part of that, but this feels like a larger move and coming to terms with your gifts and your talents. Part of what I think is unexpected for many of the Aquarians I'm speaking to is this facility with other people. The fact that you are sought out for advisement and counsel, and that you are able to detach yourself from what might have been, what probably was, some very painful experiences in order to understand how it has humbled you and made you relatable to others and others more relatable to you. In the fourth house, the Tower is clarified by the Eight of Pentacles in the fifth house and the Six of Pentacles in the sixth house. You're working hard. You're working very hard, mostly among collaborators. I don't get a feeling of any kind of organizational mandate here. This feels like you're working diligently at your craft, at your job, on a project with others who you respect, who you consider to be peers. And together, I feel that you have moved towards a place of negotiation. I'm not sure who you're negotiating with, but I do believe that what you've created with others is at a place where you know what it is, you understand the value of it. You understand the value to others, and that becomes the platform for negotiating, for entering a contract relevant to this particular work that you have been doing. This collaboration is one that has been engaged, you and your collaborators, in working around the clock. But there is none among you who do not love and express a lot of devotion to this project. The loyalty among you, because of your shared connection to this vision or this product, whatever it is you're developing, is what is putting you in the way of a major connection, a major opportunity for some kind of public offering, or perhaps mergence, or there's some way in which you are noticed and are being observed, being tracked in a positive way. So it's important and it's positive that you have done your own homework and you are deeply understanding the value of what you've got, because a lot of other people are recognizing that as well. In the seventh house, the Judgment card is clarified by the Three of Swords in the eighth house and the Ace of Pentacles in the ninth house. So yes, there is this, what you've learned from disappointments and heartaches, that in fact, because they are bringing you to this place of recognition of your place of, of belonging, that you're understanding how you've grown from those difficulties. Perhaps these are a series of failures that you and peers worked together and through, that have led you to now a successful offering that you are in some kind of negotiation with. But you haven't forgotten that you have made choices that you take responsibility now for, but that you've learned from. And it feels to me as though there is some emotional or compassionate element to what it is you've developed or you're creating, that becomes almost the motivation or the theme around why you developed, the why of your project, the why of what you're creating. And that why becomes the doorway into a very prosperous undertaking, one that again is seen for its global implications, for the way in which it can connect your project with unfamiliar locations or communities that are in need of this service. So this is very auspicious, because it almost feels to me as though part of the support you're getting is not just coming from, say, for instance, the business community, but rather that there is an element of philanthropy that you've tapped into or are being staged by. philanthropy that is also seeing the broader humanitarian implications of what it is you are creating. In the 10th house, the Knight of Swords is clarified by the Page of Wands in the 11th house, and the Page of Swords, the Page of Wands, and the Page of Swords in the 12th house. So this is very interesting to me because out of all this, what feels like very high level expertise, experiential development that you are orchestrating and working together with a team of peers, there's a real sense of newness in your experience. This may be part of the impact that what you're doing will have on youth, young children, or perhaps mentees or students or initiates in your field. But I feel that it has come about through your own renewed excitement and joy in the opportunities that you now see before you. And this is an absolute result of your curiosity, your desire, avid exploration of the possibilities of your vision, of your desire to have an impact or an influence in a much larger way in the world. And it's interesting as well to me that this strong emotional element of vulnerability is putting you in a place. And for many of the Aquarians I'm speaking to, you are knowledgeable, you're smart, you're probably well educated, you are very strategically minded, you always can see the big picture and how the big picture changes. And this is such a unique skill that is really grounded in your own understanding of what you don't know. This ability to understand the limits of your knowledge, the limits of your skills, and the openness to learn more about the implications of that. This openness, this ability to research, to hit the books, to do whatever is needed to learn about the things that you understand to be the edge of your known world. I'm going to finish up this reading with, and I'm not going to take that, with the Seed and Sickle Oracle cards, and really enjoying this. This is really an unusual reading for Aquarius, and that's hard to, well, that's the one I'm taking. And it is the Blackthorn, number 40. And I'm going to read this from the book. 40 reduces to 4. 4s are foundations. 4s are achievement. So the creation of your team, your project, the definition of your project is something that feels to be at a very critical and solid place right now. And the Blackthorn reads, you know where you're going. You've got a plan in place, and everything feels like it's on course. But with the appearance of Blackthorn comes icy hailstorms. Closely linked to Gaelect is a tree of strife that has a different idea of what's best for you. She's the goddess of winter, Gaelect. The goddess of winter, the blackthorn, is a tree of strife that has a different idea of what's best for you. An unexpected change is coming your way, ready to interrupt even your best laid plans. Stay on your feet and be ready to react quickly. One wrong step will see you swept away. But if you're canny and heed this warning, you may still come out on top. Wow. That was so interesting to me. I'm going to read, there are 2 guidebooks for each card because of the dawn to dusk theme of these particular cards, part of why I like it. So I'm going to read the Dusk Guidebook this time for number 40. An old woman stands in the woods, her back bent, a raven on her shoulder, and a staff of blackthorn holding her up. Despite her fragile appearance, this is Kelect, the guardian of ancient woodlands. People may underestimate you, but you know the true power that lurks within, especially when you are surrounded by people and places that you love. Don't let other people's opinions take away your confidence in your own abilities. If you've enjoyed this content, Aquarius, check out more content here, and until next time, namaste.